My goal is that by the end of this video, you'll be confident and understand more about how to place your lights to get the best from your lighting setup with basic 3-point lighting to help you crush it in your YouTube video content. I'm Archulus and welcome to the channel. 3-point lighting is the form of professional lighting in video production and stills photography. It involves using 3 light sources placed in 3 different positions. Now, some considerations are distance, intensity, and positioning of the lights, which also include their degree angle. Now, it is possible to control how light and shadow fall on a subject, creating different moods in your scene. The 3 types of lights are key light, fill light, rim light, backlight, or it's known as kicker light as well. Let's start with the key light. This is the primary and brightest light in your lighting setup. It gives a scene that pop, crispy look. Now, typically, you position your main light slightly off to the side of the camera and to the front of the subject, this time around the subject being me. At a 45-degree angle, it casts shadows on the opposite side of the face, giving it dimension and depth. Now, depending on its position and added lights used in the overall lighting, it can create a very high-key image, which includes an evenly softly lit, happy, optimistic look, or a low-key image that includes high contrasts, deep shadows, and a very moody look. Fill light, this should also mirror the key light on the opposite side of the camera. The fill light literally fills in the shadows that the key light creates because of its brightness. But you don't want too much of the fill light. It should only bring out the details in the darkness, and it's not as bright as the key light. You don't want it to compete with your key light. The second light isn't always a light, however. It can also be a reflector or a bounce guard or wall or anything that bounces back some degree of light onto your face, and again, to fill in those shadows. Let's get to the third source of your 3-point lighting kit. It's the backlight, or we know it as the kicker light or the rim light, which shines on you from behind. Now, this creates a rim of light or outline around the head and cascading down the shoulder. It pushes you away from the background, giving you that sense of depth and distance, and it looks pretty cinematic as well. Now, usually the backlight directly behind you should be at a high enough position so that it can be out of frame, and that is opposite the key light. So, before you begin setting up your lighting kit, you have to know precisely what's the look you're going with and why you're going with that look. Lighting setups are never randomly done. The source of light in your scene needs to make sense. It needs to gel with what you're doing based on the environment that your actors are in, your characters are in, your subjects are in. Do you have an overcast sky or a sunset or a dark walkway that will influence your space? Well, you've got to establish the motivation, and also you can, with that motivation, now proceed to build your scene, to place and adjust your lights accordingly. Unmotivated light, it's, for example, a scary scene having unnatural light giving you that sense of something being off, that uneasiness. Ow. Yeah, you can use that as well. A smaller light source creates harder, distinct edges, whilst a bigger light source softens those shadows, and I just love to see those soft shadows. So finally, after you've determined your light's motivation, their size, distance, and intensity, the positioning as well, can't forget that, you turn off and turn on all of your lights once again so that you can see exactly how they work together, the cohesion with your scene, or whether or not it's precisely what you really want. And if not, make adjustments until it is absolutely perfect. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the information. We'll see you next time. We just want you to continue to stay creative. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well as the like button and the notification bell to be informed as to when we are uploading and sharing some more information with you on creating your YouTube look or creating scenes using lights, giving reviews, and of course, staying creative with anything that has to do with filmmaking. I'm Archulus. We'll see you next time. Stay creative.